And don't forget to join us Friday night. The Heat begin another road trip. That's a two-gamer in Cleveland Friday night, 7:30 start, 7 o'clock for Heat Live. Heat have wins over the Cavaliers by 24 and 25 this season. Heat will play in New York on Sunday, a 7:30 start here on Fox Sports Sun, 7 o'clock for Heat Live. And mark your calendars for Sunday, January 27th. That's the next Miami Heat Road Rally presented by Bacardi. Michael B. and crew will take over Miccosukee Resort and Gaming when the Heat battle the Knicks in New York. Enjoy drink specials, prizes, and much more. For more information, visit heat.com.
Congratulations, everyone. You made it through the week.
Miami Heat take on the Cleveland Cavaliers tonight, 7:30 p.m. Coverage on the ticket begins right here at 6:30 p.m. with the Miami Heat pregame show hosted by the Jonathan Zaslow.
And a special
Bad
treat.
news
That's
for
right.
the Cavaliers.
That's right. A special treat tonight. You got Ron Rothstein, who is there with Mike Inglis for the next couple games. How you love that? There you go.
I love that.
I know you do, man.
Dwayne Wade. He was not voted in as an all-star starter. He was second in fan votes among Eastern Conference guards, but the media and the players, they screwed him. Media voted him sixth. Your Miami Heat, they take on the Cleveland Cavaliers tonight, 7:30 p.m. tip-off. That means coverage begins right here on 790 The Ticket at 6:30 p.m. with the Miami Heat pregame show from the depths of hell.
No, pregame show's right
here. The show's
here.
not from the depths of hell.
I would never go there. I would never go there. The Heat can come to me and say, hey, we want the pregame show on location in Cleveland. We're sending you out there. We got a seat for you on the team plane. I'll be like, hard pass.
You were trying to take Crotty's job 2 days ago.
Yeah, that's right. I was already there.
Absolutely would go to Cleveland.
I was there.
If the Heat offered you if the Heat offered you Inglis's job, you're not going to Cleveland?
I'm not. I don't go to Cleveland. Okay. Although if my seat on the plane is next to Ron Rothstein, I'm in, because Rothstein is on this short little trip for tonight and Sunday. So I would only go if I could sit with Rothstein. Learned so much.
Dwayne Wade was not voted in as an all-star starter. He was second in fan voting among Eastern Conference guards, which would have made him a starter had it been based on just the fan vote alone. But the media voted him sixth, and the players also voted him sixth.
God, the players just didn't show the love, man.
And he's carrying. That's a violation.
They were going to. I thought he had a chance. It didn't bother me, but I thought they were going to be sentimental. I thought they were going to give it to him. And so, this All-Star game, no one's going to remember anything about it. Nothing's going to happen. No one's going to remember anything. The only chance of anything from this All-Star game being memorable would have been if Dwyane Wade, who doesn't really deserve to be there this year, but is in his final year and his final All-Star game, if Wade has the ball late in a tight game. That's the only thing that would wind up being memorable. The same way that Magic Johnson, when he had HIV, was not even in the NBA and was voted to the game. And Tim Hardaway, because he's a pimp, he gave up his starting job to Magic Johnson out of respect, okay? And Magic got to start in the game. And the only thing memorable out of that is that Magic played, and by the way, he played awesome. And same thing with Cal Ripken, who did not deserve to be in the Major League Baseball All-Star game because he was a terrible baseball player his final year. But they put him in the game, and he hit a home run. It's the only thing memorable. You don't remember anything about these games otherwise. And this All-Star game, you'll remember absolutely nothing unless Dwayne Wade were playing in it, and he did something cool. It's the only way.
Frankly, if LeBron was a good friend, he should give up his spot to LeBron James. He should give up his spot to me.
Well, LeBron should put up a stink. Like, LeBron should be
a good
friend.
LeBron too?
Yeah.
It's time to step up.
He's got
if you're
power.
such a good friend,
Yeah.
why don't you do something here? You got the power.
He should say something.
Make it happen so Dwayne Wade gets to go to the
Now you guys want
All-Star
Dwayne Wade not only as... Now Dwayne Wade's not only a starter, but he's a captain.
Yep.
No.
If LeBron gives up his spot, I have seen fans. I've seen fans tweeting at Kemba. I've seen fans tweeting at Kemba Walker.
That's not fair. Don't get mad at
this
Kemba
morning.
Walker. That's not fair.
To get at Kemba Walker to give up his spot. I have seen that.
No.
LeBron, that seems, and also how can that work? So Dwayne Wade's going to play in the East in the West as a captain.
Well, they split up the East and the West. I mean, it's not East versus West anymore. They're going to pick their teams, and it is what it is. But LeBron now maybe Wade doesn't want to do it. Maybe Wade feels like it's pity. But LeBron should get out there and say, listen, coaches, do the right thing. Vote my man D Wade.
And he's gonna be out there anyway because he's gonna be doing all-star like marketing.
That's
stuff.
true. He's gonna be sitting there front row, and yeah, he's absolutely gonna be there. But LeBron should come out, unless Dwayne Wade doesn't want him to. LeBron should come out and say something. He's got the power. He can make a difference.
He's such a good friend.
Now, does LeBron need a certain amount of All-Star games to pass Jordan or something? Like All-Star appearances? Is that a thing with LeBron's career?
Why? Why does that
Where
matter?
he can't give up an All-Star appearance?
Oh no!
Well, like
saying
if
for
there's
LeBron to give up his spot.
Like if he's going.
They were off to a slow start. Remember last
Well, then how are you gonna? Somebody has to give up their spot for Dwayne Wade to be the starter.
No, he could just influence the coaches to put him in the game. He doesn't need to be a starter. Just get to the game.
Oh, you guys think LeBron has that kind of power
Yeah.
where LeBron can just tell the coaches to choose Dwayne Wade and they're going to listen to LeBron?
He could try. He could try. He's the most influential
I thought
person
you
in the
guys
league.
meant.
Magic leading the way 4 for 5.
I thought you guys meant that you wanted him to bow out to give Dwayne Wade his starting spot, like with what happened with Magic.
Well, no, but Magic was in the game. Magic was already in the game.
Right.
Magic Johnson. Well, he is
Right. But he wasn't a starter.
Right. Yeah, no, LeBron can't just give his spot to a guy who's not in the game. Wade's got to be in the game, okay? And right now he's not.
He's hurt. He can't play. So if you're not going to play in the All-Star game because you physically can't do it, you should be allowed to pick who the spot goes to, and it should go to Dwayne Wade.
Well, that's not bad. Like LeBron could.
Yeah,
If LeBron
that's what
can't play in the
Tobin said.
game, okay, I didn't understand that. If LeBron can't play in the game, he can go to the commissioner and say, "Listen, I know you're gonna add someone, add D Wade." He can do that.
Oh God.
He can do that.
What?
He can do that.
We just spent the first 15 minutes of the show. Dwayne doesn't want your pity vote. He doesn't want pity votes.
Yes, he does.
He wants my pity
Trust
vote.
me.
Yeah.
Tobin doesn't believe it.
He just wants to be acknowledged.
Tobin's giving him a street. Like Tobin can
Who
give him
doesn't
his
want
pity
love?
vote.
Who doesn't want love?
That's
All
right.
Oh, guys. Oh, shucks. I don't want this standing ovation from all these fans loving me and showering
I mean,
me
as Dwayne
with
Wade said, "I don't want your
appreciation."
pity street name." He hasn't said that.
It definitely is not.
Yeah,
so.
what happens when Dwayne Wade goes out there and plays in an All-Star game, gets dinged up and gets hurt, and he's missing the next 3 or 4 weeks of your season?
Then we
down here
blame
in
Tobin.
Miami?
We blame Tobin. Blame Tobin.
Okay.
Hashtag one chance. Let's go.
We blame this third hour. Whatever nonsense.
So your All-Star starters in the East, Giannis Antetokounmpo is your captain, Kawhi Leonard, Joel Embiid, Kemba Walker, and Kyrie Irving in the West. LeBron's your captain, KD, Paul George. The ESPN feature on the Cleveland Browns dysfunction revealed that they once played porn over the screens in the team facility.
Okay, I read the story yesterday.
Because there was a Twitter glitch.
Well, yeah, let me tell you exactly what happened. I read the story yesterday. I found it really interesting. I did enjoy it. It's essentially, how Jimmy Haslam, the owner of the Browns, super, meddlesome, and I love just hearing the stories about how he's fired people and all that, and I found it really interesting. But there's this one story where, they wanted their offices, the business offices, to be in touch with the fans via social media. They wanted like the marketing department to always be aware of what the fans are talking about on social media and be connected in that fashion. So throughout the entire facility, it was displayed like on projection screens. There was like a live running feed of social media.
Yeah, because they actually have their in-house radio station and everything. Like, guys will do interviews and go up to the radio studio. They have it right there at the facility. So they produce their own radio shows and all that other stuff there as well.
So they had it all over the facility in-house, like this live running feed off of Twitter. And one day, one of the marketing people, to decipher which tweets to show that day, they wanted to get tweets from the dog pound. So the hashtag that they used to funnel the tweets in, they used hashtag DP.
Oh, no.
Oh,
No.
So it wasn't even a Twitter glitch. It was them
Yeah, it wasn't a
dumb.
Twitter glitch. So they put hashtag DP, figuring they're going to get all the dog pound
Who
tweets.
makes that mistake?
And you could just for like a couple of hours.
Very innocent.
And they couldn't, and the glitch was apparently they had trouble fixing it. Like they had trouble getting it off their screen. So it was this live feed with, double penetration hashtag.
Yeah, we knew what it meant.
Running through, but like a 10-year-old in the car might not have. And running through, the feed throughout the facility. And yeah, so that's funny. Come on, that's funny and incompetent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And finally, this is going to make Raptors fans feel great. Kawhi Leonard, he just bought a $13.3 million mansion in Southern California.
Oh.
Bad news for the Raptors.
Well, you know what would be cool?
Is ominous.
So annoying if you're a
million
Raptors
in
fan.
LA would probably get you about 23.9 in Toronto.
Sucks. Trade deadline's next month.
Goran Dragic is coming back from injury. We had Jonathan Zaslow on the show earlier in the week, and he suspects that Goran Dragic, especially initially, will work his way off the bench, and he might just end up being a bench player because you can't stunt the growth of Justise Winslow at this point, because now Justise Winslow has arguably become your best asset. Do you agree with that approach?
No, I have problems thinking that that's the way the Heat are going to go long term. Look, Justise Winslow's done a good job. He's not close to Goran Dragic as a point guard, not close. Goran Dragic is outstanding. This is a Heat team that wants to win, wants to be in the playoffs. But I'd be surprised if the Heat wanted to go another direction. I mean, they've done it once. They've tanked once to try to, right before LeBron came. So they've done it. I think if they want to go that way, they would look to deal Goran Dragic. But if he's there, I can't see Goran Dragic being the backup to Justise Winslow.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Stan, very, very, very high basketball IQ and knowledge. Why do we or fan base pepper Goran Dragic saying how bad he is and how horrible he sucks when Stan just got done saying, and again, you got to take everything with a grain of salt from somebody, but the guy is as high of a basketball IQ as Stan Van Gundy is going to tell you that a player in particular that is on your roster is an outstanding player at his position. Why are we so quick to say how bad he is or how much he sucks?
Well, those people are stupid.
And then how good are the ones that are a little bit better than Goran throughout the league or that we perceive as better? How good are they if Goran is outstanding?
Well, the people who say that Goran Dragic is not good, they're stupid. Those are stupid people. He's really good. Those people are stupid. Like, I don't know any other way to sum it up. It's the same people who will say that Eric Spoelstra sucks. Yeah, those are stupid people too. That's it. Really as simple as that. It's not a complicated answer.
Well, 70% of our text line, 80% of our text line who hates Spoelstra and thinks our team sucks, it's got to be stupid.
Yeah, yes. No, but to your point, though, where, okay, someone inside the NBA who has tremendous basketball knowledge
way more than any of us could even fathom.
And someone certainly who understands coaching, okay,
and how to utilize those players.
Eric Spoelstra is super respected in NBA circles. So, yes, fans who think that Eric Spoelstra is a lousy coach, yeah, they're stupid. It's really a simple answer, man.
I got to be honest with you. This is Stan overcompensating for his missteps in that draft where he took Stanley Johnson ahead of Justise Winslow.
That's fair to point that out. You got to point that out.
So, in all honesty, it's time. No, let's come to grips with this. All right, Stan Van Gundy doesn't want to be called out that he looked even more foolish in that draft, taking Stanley Johnson over Justise Winslow. So he's playing down Justise Winslow even more to make him seem less stupid.
It's fair to point that out, okay? But here's what I would say to what Stan said there. Number one, it's a really difficult balance that the Heat are trying to make happen here, where they want to win right now, and they also want to build the young guys. So how do you do that? And
get rid of Goran.
Well,
that's one way to do it.
I do think if they tried to trade Goran Dragic, that they can trade him. But Goran's not due back before the deadline. So I don't know how you're going to wind up doing that. I think if the Heat were able to trade Goran Dragic, they would, because it accomplishes two things. One, they get that salary off their books. Goran Dragic is very likely to pick up his option next year. He's due about $15 or $16 million. He's pretty likely to pick that up. And also getting rid of him would alleviate the whole problem of, do I give minutes back to Goran Dragic, which of course you do, but then it means that you're taking minutes away from Justise Winslow. But the Heat are not going to be able to do this because no one's going to trade for Goran Dragic when they haven't seen him play in 2 months, okay? But I don't think that they're going to give Justise Winslow minutes ahead of Goran Dragic because they think, or because I think, that Justise Winslow's better than Goran Dragic. Of course he's not better than Goran Dragic, okay? And I love Goran Dragic. But again, this is the balance that the Heat are trying to accomplish, where they're trying to win now. Okay, if you're trying to win now, you got to get Goran out there. He's arguably your best player. But is it more important to look toward the future? Goran Dragic is not part of their future. Justise Winslow is. So what do you do?
That wasn't even the one that messed with me the most. Because, okay, you want to say that Goran Dragic is better than Justise Winslow?
Well, he
now?
is.
I'll bite.
Yeah.
All right, fine. But then Stan just completely hoses down the idea that he is even anything other than salary cap filler in a trade, in any kind of trade.
Look, first of all, I think you're really overplaying Justise Winslow as an asset.
I'm doing the Homer thing.
He's played well, but if you think Justise Winslow is going to be like a key piece in getting you a star, I mean, I think you're way off base. He would be salary to throw into a deal maybe, but he's not bringing you back a star. We're not talking about a rookie, a guy coming out of college. I mean, you know, look, he's a decent player. There's a lot of people out there that would have an interest in Justise Winslow.
Why does Stan hate Justise Winslow? Why does Stan hate Justise Winslow?
I don't. It's just you guys. Yeah. You guys love him so much. I mean, you're going to trade Justise Winslow for who?
Well, you know, look, Stan is one of the guys who would know, or at least have some idea, what Justise Winslow's value would be, because Stan was the guy who was on the other end of the phone making deals as recently as last year.
Yeah, traded for Blake Griffin. Great trade.
Okay.
But that was before Justise was playing point.
That's true, too. So look, Stan is coming from a place of knowledge, but I think he's wrong in that spot. I think a guy who is just 23 years old, who has seemingly made a significant jump even at such a young age, and is on a very team-friendly contract, I do think that's attractive. Like, who's more attractive right now to teams? Because if Minnesota wanted Josh Richardson for Jimmy Butler, who's more attractive in a deal right now? Because they're on the same contract. Josh Richardson or Justise Winslow? I think it's close.
They don't call Stan the master of panic for nothing.
Come on.
What?
Come
I'm
on.
gonna take trade advice for a guy who traded for Blake Griffin's contract.
Here we go.
Come on.
It's one of the worst contracts in the NBA.
You are
Are
off base.
you crazy?
It is
trying to save his job.
Hey, genius Stan with your mustache. Look what the pieces you traded to LA to the Clippers. They were tops the West at one point this year. Tobias Harris, you're like, oh, I'll trade for Blake Griffin, sure. Was that was a great move. Get the hell out of here.
I don't agree with what you're saying.
He was making a move to save his job. He was making a move, to try to win
panic.
now.
That's why Shaq called him that. The master of panic. That's why Riley had to take over. Wasn't good enough to close the deal. Sorry.
I do think, though,
I like him, though. I'm with you, Zazo. I like him. Nice guy.
Yeah, no. Sounds
Master
like you like
panic,
him
though.
a lot.
I am not aligning myself with you, man. You and I are not on the same page here. I like Stan, although I don't know why. Again, I don't know why I have to say that. It's inconsequential. But I can understand where Stan's coming from. I don't agree. I think that, and also part of the Heat fans' excitement is because, wow, all of a sudden, we went from the beginning of the year thinking that we really only had one young guy who was somewhat interesting as a young player to build around. And now I think the Heat fan is super excited because you feel like you got maybe 4 young players who can be part of this team that you could build around. And one of them, unexpectedly, has taken a big jump, and that being Justise Winslow. So, yeah, I think there's a bias, obviously, down here. But I think there's a reason why we're excited about it. It's because it kind of came out of nowhere. Who thought Justise Winslow was going to be any good this year?
Well, it came out of nowhere, and we don't have much else to be excited about.
Yeah, that's part of it.